Hey team, so today, day number 10 of 30-day system to massive growth and duplication. Who likes my t-shirt? Lifestyle Lab.
Lifestyle Lab.
You know what it says on the back? Go ahead, tell them.
It pays to live your lifestyle. Ask me how.
Ask me how. Hashtag ask me how. So before we get into the next series of videos that we'll talk about what to say to folks, we want to do a little precursor, a little warning about things to not do or
That's
say.
right, because we want to help you avoid mistakes, okay?
And we've made so many, so we're going to save you those pitfalls.
That's right, and most people come into this business and they don't have any training, they don't have any systems, and you know what they do? They go out and they absolutely puke on people and they are discouraged because they're not being professionally trained or haven't been professionally trained, and they will get discouraged because the resentment, the things that people will say back to them, and you haven't been trained how to handle that. So what we want to do is help you avoid the most common things that people do, and that will avoid some of the backlash. And then we're going to show you professionally in a couple days what exactly to say. All right? So today is what not to do when you're prospecting. Okay?
So can I say, like right now, pause this video, go to your wall, and make sure you do not have the words life activated brands anywhere there, because you're there to pique curiosity. You don't want to send people elsewhere. And make sure you don't have your website link anywhere, because that gives it away as well, right? Number one, just check that, then come back. Erase those if you have that.
That's for your social media profile type stuff.
Right.
The first thing we want to do, and we might have touched on this in a previous video, so we won't spend a lot of time on it, but we want to make sure that the biggest mistake that people do is they don't prospect, okay? And it is important to develop relationships on an ongoing basis with new people. We're in a friend-making business. But here's the thing. It's not just about scrolling on Facebook if you're building on Facebook and, interacting with people constantly without having a purpose. Eventually, you have to get through that funnel that we talked about and filter people through a system by asking questions. So prospecting is just not a continuous mode of being afraid to ask something. It's not going to build itself, right? We have to be able to take the next steps with people. So endless friend making is not the objective. Although it's nice to have friends, that's not going to build your business. Right?
Great. So next thing, saying too much. So first of all, you're not saying
enough. You're not taking it along.
And the second thing is protecting you from word vomiting. So as we shared in that funnel thing, we're not the messenger. We're the connector to the message, right?
Right.
So
whoever says the least and asks questions is going to be looked at as more of a consultant and an authority. And guess what? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that means we should be listening more than we're talking. Okay? And I think we'll stumble over our words. And you'll notice when we get into the training of how to talk to people, it's basically a series of questions and not this, because there's going to be professional sales tools that do the selling for you, and people are going to hear what they want to hear. And also what you do as a reflection, people are going to see that and say, if you can talk your way through this thing, then I'll never be able to do that. So you're talking too much and you're probably saying too much. Okay? So right? Yep. I'm done. I'm done talking, right?
Sip it. There are phrases that we've heard, things like get up, get under me, hurry
get
up
under
and
me.
Get a spot under me. Don't say that.
Sign up under me, buy my stuff. Basically, that's really what it amounts to. And people are not going to react well if you all of a sudden jump out and say, hey, I've joined a business, we're going to make $1 million, you should sign up with me. They're not going to do that. That's not the way it goes, right?
Right on.
So avoid those kind of amateur type of statements.
Right. What do you mean by no drama business person?
Okay, so I have written down here on our notes, no drama. This means, again, when you're talking about people, when you're trying to make an impression on people, because when you're building on Facebook or social media, they are going to have an impression of you. People who come in and look at your Facebook wall, profiles, etc. And if they see a lot of drama and a lot of lashing out at people, things that just aren't really associated with would I want to be in business with this person, right? That's the kind of stuff that we want to avoid on our walls. I'm not telling you what you can and can't do. I'm just letting you know what the perception is probably going to be.
So next thing is not talking to enough of the right people. What are the right people? The right people are your dream or avatar business partner or client. So in my case, folks can definitely see that I unapologetically seek to partner with and align with women. That's my avatar. I'm unapologetic about that. That doesn't mean that has to be your avatar, but that is mine. So I'm talking to women who are in a certain demographic and have similar interests. Right?
The type of people that she wants to help and that she wants to build a business with.
Because I'm going to be spending a lot of time with business partners, so I'm excited that I get to choose what kind of person that I want to be linking arms with and talking with on the daily.
Yep. And also the right people are the people who are actively looking for what you have. They want a way to make more money, or they want a way to help with their health. And so we have to be listening for those key words to understand that we shouldn't be spending time talking to people who don't need additional money or don't want to work for it or don't believe in some of the products that we have or what we do. Those are spending too much time with the wrong people. Okay?
Right.
So that's it for today's lesson before we get into the next lessons of actually what to say to people.
All right, so social media posts. We've been rotating through your brand. We're branding you, and each day you've chosen a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you post something about your number. Today we're going to go in an additional direction that you're going to want to weave in weekly into your cycle too. So you can have your daily branding posts, but also then a couple of days a week or once a week, you're going to get something on your social media, a product testimonial or a business testimonial. And guys, we have weekly team calls, and we're featuring in those calls other leaders. They're telling their stories. Those are your business partners, so you can use quotes from them. Like we recently did a call where people shared about their experience with this training. Gosh, it's a great kind of post with that. Oh my goodness, I just got off a team call and I can't believe the results that our business partners, they're your business partners too, that our business partners are having with this 30-day system. So excited to be in this business.
With a system that finally works for me or something like that. It's going to create curiosity. And also, if a particular product, again, for customers, grab a testimonial out of our customer group where we have the testimonials, and maybe this week you want to feature the balm product, and you want to show how the balm is helping people with their sore necks or whatever it may be, and relief of their discomforts. Right? Remember, we can't say things like pain or curing disease and those kind of things, but we can share stories of how it helps somebody.
So here's what I'm going to help you with big time. Take Facebook, I keep saying this, Facebook loves your face. It's Facebook. So you can hold one of your products, but make sure the label is not readable by your audience. So if you're holding it, just make sure strategically your fingers are covering it up so people just don't go and look it up and buy it outside of you. So you can have your pretty face front and center holding this and saying, oh, my mood enhancer, can't live without it. That's it.
Right.
Hashtag energy or something.
Or something like, oh man, I love it when my girl tells me that she's feeling so much better since she started using this, or she's sleeping so much better. hit me up if you want to sleep better at night, something like that, right? And then the next thing that we want to do is we want to give you an assignment, right? And these are our daily invites following our DMO, because the DMO will get you to where you want to go.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, remember that.
I never know where he's going with these
Our
things.
DMO will get us to where we want to go. And so the DMO is prospecting and adding people to our list and talking to people every day. So right now, and up daily post. And what now we want to do is you want to tell them what to do with the...
Yeah, number one, you're going to do a public post on your social media of choosing all of them or one of them about a product, a testimonial, or a business testimonial. And then in private message, your invite smashing today, or whenever you see this, is about something in alignment with that. So if you post something about product, go to private message with something like, we wrote down, have you heard about the health benefits of CBD? That's it. Very simple, right?
And by the way, see how that is a question. Have you heard about the health benefits, right? It gives an opportunity for them to answer either way, but you to still take the next step with them either way.
Right.
Okay? And by the way, if you have questions on this, ask below what to say next, because you haven't been trained next. That's always the case. Ask, what do I say next? And we'll help you.
If you decide that you want to post about a business testimonial publicly, then in private message, you're smashing out invites that are in alignment with that. So Joe came up with...
So here's another very simple question.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if you made an extra paycheck every month? See what we were saying before, that it's not about, you end up talking to a lot of people, but if you want to have less resistance, ask questions and intriguing questions that you know they're going to say yes to, because we know that people want better health and more wealth. It's just a matter of, did we ask the question the right way, right? Get back to what did we say not to say and how amateurs usually go about it. But would it be okay if you made an extra paycheck every month? How's
So
that?
when you complete your DMOs today, please be sure to comment underneath this video, underneath the picture, inside the team page after you've done that. And if you want, you can put the link to your public post and tag your sponsor so they can see it and run over and give you a shout out or give you some support on your post.
Great. And tomorrow will be day 11. We'll give you another lesson and next steps then too. Thanks a lot, gang.
Getting it.